If you're in agreement, please reply I am to the following question. Are you Russell Stephen Peterson, free lawfully to marry Ava Dji Anderson?
I am.
If you're in agreement, please reply I am to the following question. Are you Ava Dji Anderson, free lawfully to marry Russell Stephen Peterson?
I am.
I, Russell Stephen Peterson,
take you, Ava Dji Anderson,
take you, Ava Dji Anderson,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I promise that I will make time for you
I promise I will make time for you
and to support you in everything you do.
and to support you in everything you do.
I will try to bring laughter into your life
I will try to bring laughter into your life
and make you happy.
and make you happy.
I pledge you my loyalty and friendship
I pledge you my loyalty and friendship
for as long as I live.
for as long as I live.
I, Ava Dji Anderson,
I, Ava Dji Anderson,
take you, Russell Stephen Peterson,
take you, Russell Stephen Peterson,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
I promise that I will make time for you
I promise I will make time for you
and support you in everything you do.
and support you in everything you do.
I will try to bring laughter into your life
I will try to bring laughter into your life
and make you happy.
and make you happy.
I pledge you my loyalty and friendship
I pledge you my loyalty and friendship
for as long as I live.
for as long as I live.
When the one whose eyes you gaze into gives your hopes and dreams their start. When the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight. And the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right. When the one whom you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you've found the one and only love you share your whole life through. Big thank you to you for sharing with us Ava and Russell's special day. Today is the day where I officially welcome Russell into the family, although if truth be told he's been a member of the family for a long time now, and I would like to say how perfect he is for Ava and what a great dad he is to both Jasmine and Winston. One's wedding day is a day one would want to go on forever, and it's important to try and savour and remember every single moment. However, it's also a day to remember people who, for whatever reason, cannot be with us today. I know in particular Ava wishes that her mum could have been here, and I'm sure if she was, she would be very, very proud of both of you and both your children. Indeed, I think today is a day where we can all help you celebrate and feel very happy to be here. On a personal note, Donna and I are proud of all our girls and all our grandchildren, and I think it reminds us that family is more than just blood. Ava and Russell already know each other very well and have done so for quite a while, but for those of you who don't know them that well, perhaps I could spend a few moments telling you a few little stories about them. Just a little one. As I said earlier, days like today you really want to last forever. And when Ava was younger and visited her nanny in Burnley, she found another way of making the day last longer. We told her we were going home at 4 o'clock. So as a young child, she turned every single clock in the house back several hours in the hope that we could stay longer. Novel. Those trips to Burnley to see Nanny and go to Pendle Hill and see the witches, I haven't spelled witches right there, but never mind, were perhaps why Ava first started to enjoy Halloween, and possibly one of the reasons why we're celebrating the wedding today of all days. Both Ava and Russell went to Gh6 school. Does anybody know anybody who taught at Gh6 school? Oh yes, me. As I was teaching there, Ava was very worried that I would embarrass her, as if a dad would ever embarrass a child. So for example, on the evening of one of the Key Stage 3 discos, as the students started to arrive, I went into the hall out of the way, and I was the head of year. So I got a message that said, "Mr. Anderson, you're needed at the front door. A girl has got her stiletto stuck in a grate, and no other pupil can get into the building." You've guessed it. I went to the front to discover it was Ava with her foot stuck, and she was worried about me embarrassing her. Now today is not about me. I know most of the family think I'm going to try and make it about me, but I'm not. And as all the grandchildren know, I love the idea of time travel, and one of my favourite films is Back to the Future. I do wish, Russell, that I could go back in time to Gh6, walk into the classroom and just go, "Peterson, behave yourself, or I will be your father-in-law one day." He wasn't a bad lad though. Now, Russ also went to school with his best friend James. Don't worry, it's not your wedding day, so I'm not going to tell a story about you, James. But could you imagine being in the classroom, two lads talking, and James saying, "One day, Russ, you're going to get married, and you're going to have a stag do. I'm going to do something that's really, really going to embarrass you." And Russ, being a keen Arsenal fan, going, "Oh no, you're not going to make me you're not going to make me wear a Spurs shirt, are you?" And James going, "No, worse than that, I'm going to invite one of your teachers." Anyway, I'm determined not to speak for too long, and desperately trying to avoid any of the dad jokes that the family hates so much. So really, maybe later. Well, and then I'll be dancing, and it gets worse. It just leaves me to say that I hope you all continue to enjoy the day, and that we all wish both of you every happiness in the future. So if I can ask you to please be upstanding. If you can, raise your glasses. I give you, depending on which you prefer, Ava and Russell or Mr. and Mrs. Peterson. Ava and Russell, cheers.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for being here today and spending this special day with me and Ava. If anybody knows me, I'll keep this short and sweet. When I was younger, I used to think life was a video game. Then I grew up and realised I found the cheat code to make life easier. Thank you for that. In what can be sometimes a dark world, you have the light to help you through and make the place seem better. I was going to work Arsenal into my speech because I was doing so well last year, but they bottled it, so I'll move on. I remember the first day I started speaking to you, Ava. I was at work with my brother. Sat in his car, first time I messaged you. So Jay's been there from the very, very beginning. In fact. If only I knew, a few years later I'd be marrying the love of my life, my best friend and my soulmate. Thank you to everybody who has helped us along the way in our journey to get here today. A massive thank you to Leroy and Donna. Without you two, today would not be possible. Thank you.
I appreciate how beautiful Ava looks today and how amazing this Halloween wedding is. And Russell, I guess you'll do. Some of you may or may not know that I used to be Russell's boyfriend before he got with Ava. Cheers, Ava. Our crazy journey started just over 20 years ago when I was playing on my stairs outside my mum's flat, and a random kid from across the road came over and asked if I wanted to be friends. I replied with sure, and just like that we stayed best mates. From there we ate far too many Kinder Eggs. Cheers, Carol. and had many of WWE matches on his trampoline. We even become tag team champions. I've tried to think of many funny stories to tell you about Russ, but then I realised, unfortunately, they're all at Russell having a laugh at my expense. So in no particular order, here are two. It was a hot summer's day and I decided to put a crunchy blast in my belly button, but couldn't get it out, so I had to use a screwdriver. The time I took a poo on the public toilet floor and picked it up because I was scared the police would track me down. I'm so grateful for Ava making my best mate happy, and together they have a beautiful family. Winston and Jasmine, you mean the world to me. And before we go in... I just had to do it. I know Russ is probably dying for it. And before I go, can we all give Russell a massive round of applause for not turning Ava lesbian? Congratulations.